under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Out in the sun, they slave away. While we devoted full time to floating under the sea.
I go out to the yard. The snow-white moon shows itself atop the pitch-black mountain. The country night is quiet, dark, and concealed. I sit down on the edge of I sit down on the slightly damp stairs. My head is so muddled up. Think, and we think.
What?
Because Blue's Clues. Remember?
Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah.
Think.
They're whose clues? They're Eon's clues. she puts her scales in the clues.
Oh my god.
What's that, girl? You see a clue? What is going on with Eon right now? Why is she barking and looking for clues? What is it I should be doing right now? Or fucking writing them down on my handy dandy notebook? That's enough of that joke. Eon continues to experience these abnormal phenomena. Pettico doesn't know a thing. Rainset won't tell me a goddamn thing. There's also the impossible phenomenon of humans turning into mermaids in the first place. All of this I'm clueless to. Worry spreads throughout my mind.
This dude here...
Uh-huh.
Hold on, no, he's like the impossible transformation from human to mermaid with living proof that it happened right in front of him. So it's not impossible.
Uh-huh.
Fuck him. Sorry, it's just semantics, but I hate
No,
him.
it's like you said, he's a fucking Santa denier. So even when reality hits him in the face, he still refuses to acknowledge it.
True.
Now, what should I do? What should I be doing right now? Should I just keep things as they are and do nothing? Is it really okay for me to let Eon go on like this? Why on earth am I so worried? The reason I'm so worried, it's... for the past few days.
I've been packing a boner.
Have I been getting any sufficient hints? No basis for anything. No regulations for anything. No proof for anything. Am I wrapped in an unpleasant certainty that... in an unpleasant certainty that I might be staring at my final chance? What is happening to Eon right now is...
she's just losing her memories.
oh my god. We're doing like a lot of choices suddenly.
Thank Christ.
Yeah.
Guess how many we have left?
2.
Close.
1.
Close, but less close.
3?
Yeah!
Yeah! Wow, we're already almost done with the game. Since long ago in the distant spans. I'm sorry, I fucked that one up. Since long ago, the moon has been treated differently in Eastern and Western cultures. Huh, Connor? Hasn't it, Connor?
If you're questioning my hatred for the moon, then I don't know what to tell you besides it is terrible.
Got it. When you have something that is plopped in there in the dark night sky that isn't nearly as bright as the sun, it's bound to have people who either love it or hate it.
Shut
huh,
up!
Connor?
I don't want this dude calling me out.
Anyway, in the West, the moon is oftentimes perceived in a negative light, isn't it, Connor?
Yeah, it is.
And in a positive light, well, in the East. Oh, incidentally, nowadays, it's a symbol of lunacy.
Oh, right, because Luna.
Yeah. Also, right now, in a completely unrelated turn to any of those feelings, I'm simply wishing that the moon were just a wee bit brighter. Why am I talking like this? After I collapsed violently to the ground, I tried getting up to my feet, only to get my hand stuck in a piece of bramble. Then, after clattering around again, I rolled down the hill, and my head dips into the ravine water. As soon as the flashlight I've been carrying plops right into the drink, it makes a set of bzzz, bzzz noises before the light goes out. Man, and it said it's waterproof too! I pick up and put on my glasses that have dropped to the side. After bathing in that water and getting my hazy brain back on track, I resume my trek up the mountain. I rely only on the light of the moon as the clouds occasionally obscure its race. I should have brought a trekking pole with me. Even a cheap one would have done. That runs through my mind once more. That runs through my mind once 3 of the wooden sticks that I've been using as makeshift trekking poles break on me. How hard is he fucking leaning on them?
I don't know, dude. Probably as hard as he leans on science.
Yeah, you're right. Oh. I can see the waterfall. I can see the waterfall where Eon rescued me. God, the fucking water sound effects are so goddamn loud.
They're really fucking loud.
I've traversed over the corpses of my fallen What?
So dramatic.
Okay, I've traversed over the corpses of my fallen comrades to make it here, have I? Not that I have any fallen comrades, but you get my point. I like to lie, that's my point. The waterfall, illuminated by the moonlight, looks oddly beautiful. And then, the person I come all this way to meet.
Oh my, what the why are you here? Why is there a zombie here? Is he with you?
As soon as I meet them, they treat me like a virus-infected corpse and sit down. I still have one life left to live.
Oh my, how many did you have originally?
12.
Bullshit. But if that's true, you're a regular Hercules by that standard.
No, I'm not. You're giving me too much credit, girl. That's right. I'm Hercules. I'm 0 to hero, except I'm still at the 0 part.
You certainly are.
I affirm in a cool manner, in a non-cool voice.
Why? Well, yeah.
What?
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Hercules was gay, was he not?
Let us know in the comments.
All the strongest heroes were.
Silence. Get inside. We need to talk.
I'll get you yet. But being all by ourselves in a small room late at night? That'd be quite scary for you, wouldn't it?
Shit, not to me.
I might kill you, just for fun.
Oh. I'm scared. I'm getting scared of you, bub.
Okay, Wolverine. By the way,
snicked.
My task why you're speaking to me in such a familiar tone.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. Shall we have a nice chat inside then?
Very well.
Oh, thank God, she's not gonna kill me.
Maybe.
Oh. The fact that they're climbing this now untamed mountainside in the middle of the night without any equipment is downright extraordinary. That being said, I don't have the confidence I need to quip about that to them right now. Oh, okay. The inside of the shrine is, what? The inside of the shrine is a shrine in name alone, with it being extremely hard to describe anything else as being part of a shrine. Oh yeah, there's a fucking... What is that? Is that a computer? No, that's like a printer or something, right?
It's like a boombox in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of technology in here. The old-style room most definitely lets you know about its owner's tastes. They pour me some water, so I take a drink of it to start off. By the way... I'm hurting. It's the first time I've done exercise in my life. Man, oh man.
You seem to be in no better condition than a dust cloth after the very last school cleanup of the year. Would you like me to treat you? I can be very thorough. Takes out a scalpel.
Please do. I mean, no. Let's just talk for now.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of water. And if you die halfway through, I'll have to handle disposing of you afterward.
Oh. I won't be dying. At least, not that I know of. Not that I'm aware of.
So bold. Oh well, if you should die, I'll give you a proper burial and service.
Oh, thank God. Thank you for your service.
Gonna douse you with kerosene and light you on fire.
Oh. Yes, much obliged.
I'll take the funeral fees up front, though.
Oh, what the fuck? Please stop kidding around. I mean, I know that you're not kidding.
Cope, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh my, what a pity.
I've never heard of having to pay up front right before you die. I have.
You've never died before, have you?
Yeah.
Besides, I can make an exception and give you a discount if you'd like.
I slam my right hand on the desk.
Oh. Oh dear.
I didn't come here to hear jokes.
You came here to be one, I see. How manly.
Yeah. Rainson drinks their water as if sipping and savoring a cup of tea. They then let their priestess garb flutter as they kneel and sit upright.
Please, go ahead.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh,
What's
okay.
happening?
I don't know. What came across as odd to me first was when none of the villagers knew who Eon was. It may be redundant to mention this yet again, but Eon and I are childhood friends. We've spent all our childhood with one another in this village. The villagers are supposed to remember us as a set. On top of that, since our generation is from a farming village with a declining birth rate, the only children even in this village were me and Eon. Of course, that alone isn't that terribly strange. However, the fact that the villagers remember me, the person who's been an annoyance since day one, after being away for 10 years, but they've completely forgotten Eon, the person who was by my side, seems impossible, isn't it? No matter how much the structure of her lower body has adapted itself for life underwater. It would be fine if they simply blanked on her face or her name, but the villagers have totally forgotten about there even being another half to the set.
Oh my God.
And there were actually 2 rambunctious kids who would run around the village back in the day. Still, memories can be a fickle thing. Let's just assume that this small-scale matter is possible. However, that brings us to the existence of mermaids. These villagers see a mermaid walking around town and don't think it's strange in the least. I can't really say anything about Eon since she had been living in the mountains, but there's Petako, who you can summon just by waving sweets. That's true. Oh, by having sweets, I'm sorry. The existence of mermaids in this village is not odd at all. In that case, what is it that I've never once heard about this being a fact, even though I spent my childhood in this village? There's a legend around these parts that goes like this. This is the setup that you would often tell kids. It wouldn't be odd at all to have stories warning you of things like staying away from the pond because a bad mermaid will grab your leg if you get close to it. And yet, I have no recollections of ever being told by my parents nor my grandfather. God fucking damn it, I can't read. I have no recollection of ever being told by my parents nor my grandfather. In fact, not even by the very villagers who consider a mermaid's presence completely commonplace. I've only been warned to stay away from the twig tugger, and that's it. This village has had a fair share of people leaving for the city, so it's pretty empty. And even if they never leave the countryside, it's simply impossible that word about the existence of mermaids hasn't spread far and wide. A mermaid is living in the village like there is nothing out of the ordinary, and the villagers don't give a shit at all. On top of that, those very villagers don't have a profile of the mermaid herself. They don't think that a mermaid exists anything strange, yet they haven't been able to distinguish between individual mermaids at all. Basically, when they see a mermaid, they only recognize her enough to say, "Oh, it's a mermaid!" But not a single one of them would respond by saying something like, "Oh, you're that mermaid from the reservoir!"
God, this is so long.
Especially in Eon's case. Here we have a villager turning into a mermaid, and they only recognize her as a mermaid, not as Eon. I can't believe that the villagers don't realize that. But we're able to infer that the youngster had been strolling around town as the... What? God damn it. But we're able to infer that the youngster that had been strolling around town was the son of the Kawagoe household, simply based on that fact alone. In the end, of all the people who have left the village, like my parents and I did, none of them ever remember the fact that mermaids exist. Of course, there are a multitude of hypotheses that could explain these facts. Oh my fucking god. Drawing a conclusion about everything based solely off the facts that I've observed is the wrong way to approach things. I have no way of giving an accurate explanation. If I had given it this much thought to begin with, I probably wouldn't have been out here in the dead of night climbing a mountain. Even so, both mermaids that have run across in this village have a single, extremely malignant common point between them. Pentacle was pretty scared before they lost everything, but it's fine now. Hope you hang in there too. Oh wait, that was you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pentacle was pretty scared before they lost everything, but it's fine now. Hope you hang in there too, Onei-chan. Fuck yeah.
I was just given so many lines that I was just like,
I know. I was
I got
staring
fucking
right
tunnel
at it.
vision.
Yeah, and I was just like, why is he doing an impression of her? I don't know. I don't remember anything. I was really scared first, but now I'm not at all.
Oh, so that fucking happened to Pentacle.
Yeah.
Oh, so she really is like fucking like 1,000 years old or some shit.
Yeah, she just lost all her memory.
Pentacle can't remember anything. Pentacle has forgotten everything. Then there's...
How old am I? Hirito, I'm...
One by one, Yuna's forgetting things about herself. Once I sync up the information I've got so far, I'm able to inform my hypotheses to explain everything. Mermaids forget things about themselves, and all other people lose their memories about mermaids. The degree of which differs depending on the person, but I assume that once you leave the village, you completely forget about anything that deals with mermaids. In the end, mermaids are entities that don't exist, yet do at the same time. They're Schrodinger's mermaid.
That is an interesting concept, I suppose.
With the villagers, they simply come occasionally into contact with mermaids and don't find them being around odd at all, which would mean that they can't commit anything about individual mermaids into their memories at all. It's like a flower in bloom on the side of the road. You neither pay it any mind nor try to commit it to memory. Simply having your brain identify it as a flower and pass right by it. You'd only identify it without batting an eyelash at the idea of a flower in bloom. This is the hypothesis I've formed, and it's truly terrifying. Also, I've come all the way here in the middle of the night in order to verify it. Rin-san hears my story, takes another sip of water, and spits it in my face.
Get out, scum. I mean, is that so?
Yeah, that's what you sound like.
Wow. The fuck? Well, I guess it was quite an interesting story. Perhaps I should give you some praise? Good job, little Stephen King.
Holy shit. And I guess I discovered something new about myself. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Why are you asking me for an answer? I don't care about what happens to you.
What the fuck? I'm getting scared. Listen, answer whether I'm right or wrong. Whether I'm wrong or right. That's a, okay, odd way to put it, but okay.
Do you have any basis for thinking that I would know the answer?
Ah, there it is. I think I can hear something snapping inside of me. That something just snapped. Something inside of me. Third time we used that joke. You remember everything, don't you? The only ones who remember Eon among the people I've met in this village are me and you, and I just got back to these parts. Plus, you said that you took care of the mermaids, right? That would be impossible if you weren't able to distinguish them and remember that they exist. Whoa, I never knew that my voice could get this loud when talking at room volume.
Yeah, room temperature yelling.
Yeah. Room temperature yelling, yeah. Rin-san takes yet another sip of water, realizes that the cup has gone empty, and puts the cup down. Then...
Ugh. Takes out a handle of whiskey. All right. Fuck it.
They breathe a sigh. Huh?
How disappointing. I thought that's what you'd say.
Oh, shit. Huh?
You know too much. Now die.
Fuck! Rin-san raises her fist. I raise my arms to fend it off.
But does that not amuse you? Is that not doing it for you?
Not a bit, actually. I kind of
Okay.
peed myself a little. Hope you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Just clean it up before you leave.
I don't think I will, but okay.
I think you will. Oh,
What? Vincent stands up and starts rooting through the pile of books that are stacked in the unit hallway. The porn books. Oh, in the unlit hallway. I'm sorry. Right. I bet this is the moment where some ancient historical manuscript that explains everything makes its debut, and it helps explain the legends passed down in this village. I'm certain that they're going to bust out a discolored book that looks like it should be featured on Antiques Roadshow.
what a weird drop. What a weird name drop for a show.
Antiques Roadshow.
Sure, I guess.
Haven't heard that name in years. After rooting around for a bit.
Here, please read this.
And
It's called
porn.
Final Crisis. It's probably one of the few DC works I still recommend to people.
Cool.
Not that it's like bad, I just think those are particularly good.
Rinsan throws a single book to me. I catch it and look at the cover.
You open it up and
Oh
bleach
my
is inside.
God!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wait! No! No!
Oh,
No!
oh yeah, baby.
No!
Oh, that's some dojinshi, dude.
This sucks! Why would it be that?
You don't want a Goku Gohan dojinshi, dude?
I don't! I actually don't. Daddy's piping hot power bowl.
Oh god.
Oh no!
I love Reen so much.
This
You know,
sucks.
she went through all her dojinshi and she found the one that's like, this will make him hurt the most.
This would provide the most fucking psychological damage just from reading the title.
Ah, no, not that.
Not that one, this one.
This one.
And it's
Naruto and
Trunks and
Boruto.
Goten. Oh no, that's even
Yeah.
worse! The priestesses of this country are all rotten to the core.
How you generalize like okay.
Reen starts rooting through the pile of books once again. The books piled on one side crumble down like the palace of... What?
Gnosis.
Knossos. Sure. At least clean your room, for crying out loud. Damn, bitch, you live like this?
Oh, what do I do? Looks like I've lost it. You put it somewhere else last time, dummy. Oh, right. Why, yes, I've forgotten. Just like mermaids, am I right? Huh? You're not laughing. Okay, I'll go get the book.
What is this, a one-woman show?
Too soon? Here it is. Please read this.
Encyclopedia of Oral Tradition and Tales. It doesn't really look like an ancient manuscript at all. It's just a thick book that resembles a dictionary. It looks like it has several hundred pages. Do they want me to read all of it?
Now, please open your book to page 388.
What? I open it.
You find a page that it just says the story of Hiroto.
Yeah.
You're a legend. You don't exist outside of this village. Don't you
Holy
see?
shit.
Yeah.
The story of Koma-san, the mermaid savior. Are we gonna... Okay.
I hope we're not going to see it again. Okay, thank God.
Okay, alright. It takes me less than 5 minutes to read the whole thing. To sum it up, a shoemaker named Koma-san buys a mermaid caught by... That is the exact same story. Caught by some fisherman, spends a passionate night with her and parts ways. Then, after some time passes, the mermaid leaps the child in his custody and also requests back pay for child support. That child has supernatural powers, gets a fantastic official position, and there end up being rare occasions where mermaids are born to Koma-san's descendants ever since. That is the conclusion of the story. Once I read all of it and lift my eyes, I see that Rain-san has been observing me closely, with a solemn expression and a shift in their shifting posture. Oh, and they're sitting. A shift in their sitting posture.
Oh, that's you. Sorry. Read it all, did you?
Oh, yes, I did.
I see. So what did you make of the contents therein, boy?
Might I ask why your speech has gotten so old-timey?
Well, I will have you know that you have been talking with a sudden cross tone yourself there. Bitch.
Rin-san? I end up tightening up my speech again out of fear. It's just not their speech. Their aura has changed, and they're also floating in midair. For whatever reason, they have an old-timey grace about them, which would have to mean...
You shall refer to me as Madame Ito.
Shit, I knew it. They're channeling that spirit. You're randomly yelling this time around, I see. Every time Madame Ito has popped up, she's been ranting and raving. So I've naturally been under the impression I've naturally been under the impression that was the personality the ghost was packing. What? Why would you word it like that?
Because he's difficult.
I guess.
You just piss me off constantly. There is nothing much I could have done about that. If I am not being channeled in a complete manner, then it takes quite an amount of effort for my voice to be heard.
Okay. So in other words, they've been conveying the spirit's words like they're shouting from end to end in a baseball field this entire time. Because the channeling hasn't been stable enough? Does that mean she's in complete control of their body now? Being a deity is a tough occupation. The world sure can be tough in general. Anyhow, Madam Ito? This tale I just read, is it...
So he's not actually a wizard. Might have been confusing to some, if you're stupid.
Okay.
But it's a term for a type of virgin, you see.
When they hit 30.
When they hit 30, yes. It is a tale passed down in an area far away, unrelated to this village. Assuming that to be the case, it is not unreasonable. That is about how far back this story goes. What? But if you were to compare things with what is recorded down here, it would not be odd at all if there were a descendant of his here in this village.
The madame tramples over my expectations of the next thing she... What? Over my expectations of the next thing she busts out. She busts out being an old book you would see on Antiques Roadshow again, dropping it by name, by instead pulling out what seems to be a notebook from the 1970s. It's an insult to call that thing a publication. Not only that, but I can't read it because it's written entirely in old-fashioned characters. I'm sorry. This will be humanity's domain.
Damn. This here was written by an old man from Koma-san's lineage who served as a shaman. King.
Wow! He was the last shaman king.
Yep. The content of this book isn't anything special. Basically covers the same ground as that tale, but the only thing added is that it mentions a branch of his family stuck around in these here parts.
Oh, shit! Could this be Eon's grandpa? If it is, did he make this record for his descendants? But the content in here.
I know, not horny at all. Boo.
Oh.
But I don't know if it really has any connection to the tale. But don't you reckon that what's happening here and what's written in this story have an uncanny resemblance? In which case, even a mermaid that appears in here and a mermaid that appears in this village resembling each other wouldn't turn any heads at all.
I can't do it. Dealing with her is hard. Conversing with such a high-class, anachronistic person is proving to be impossible. Talking with someone so rooted in the realm of humanities and not the least bit scientific is... yeah. This is the polar opposite of scientific. This sucks!
And speaking of sucks, wait.
What?
Next time?
Oh, already?
What time do you have?
No, I guess you're right. You're absolutely correct. So we're just gonna leave it here.
Cause fucking this
time
makes me sick.
Yes, it's time to go.
Oh god.
Oh, so we're gonna find out what happens to the lore next time on Visual Novas.
Yeah, and we might even finish the game next time, I believe.
I hope we finish the game next time.
We've only got 3 more decisions to make.
3 more decisions, yeah. All right, well, if you enjoyed these last few episodes, please tell your friends about us and share our videos on social media. We would really appreciate that because it helps our channel grow. You can also check out the video description, and there should be a link to the Discord where we started recording these episodes live.
Yeah. And we love you all. Thank you.
Trans rights.
Put a big trans flag on the screen, would you, Ed?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
There it is.
Love you all. To chat who is here. And
thank
to
you,
the chat that have left, thank you all.
Thank you for everyone who showed up in chat, even though like there was like no fucking like previous like heads up that we were gonna record.
I know, seriously, we gave you no fucking warning.
No notice, and people still showed up, so we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was my bad. I'm sorry. I usually stay on top of that, but anyway.
Yeah,
That's
Ed
it.
will
We're
do
done
better,
recording.
I hope.
We're done recording. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye.